Yo, what is up, everybody? This is Luca5550 coming back with this video, and today I'm going to talk about Capcom. Yes, you know, hey, I have to talk about Capcom, man. There's a couple of things I want to get off of my chest about Capcom. You know, some good and some bad. So let's touch on it. So, Capcom recently has announced a couple of games that are going to be out for 2018. You know, you have Mega Man 11, which is a huge deal. You have the Mega Man X collection, HD collection, which I'm going to pick that up as well. You got the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary collection as well. That's coming out in May of 2018. There's also going to be, I believe, a Resident Evil collection that's coming out also in 2018, so that's huge. And also there's going to be coming out in January Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World is coming out in January, which that's a big deal. And also, I just want to get this out of my way. Even though this is not a Capcom game, EX Fighting Layer is coming out in 2018. Even though they used to incorporate with, you know, Capcom in there, you know, as Street Fighter EX. You know, I just wanted to bring that up because that's something that I played in the past and I knew from that game because of Street Fighter. So I didn't even know EX was its own entity, you know, its own, you know, game. And I didn't know it crossed over to Street Fighter. You know, I didn't know these things. And now I know because of, like, the Fighting Layer fighting games. So anyway, so Capcom is doing great things. You know, it's funny because a couple of years ago, Capcom were in deep water when it comes to, like, their financial situations, and they were losing a lot of money, a bunch of money, and it was terrible. But look at now, Capcom, they're starting to research themselves. Oh, and don't forget, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition is also coming out in 2018 with six brand new characters announced. You have Sakura, Sagat, four returning characters and 2 new characters. Let me say that correctly. Sagat, Sakura, Cody, Blanca, and then Falk and G. And don't mind my watch. But anyway, so a lot of big things is happening with Capcom, and I'm really, really excited for it. That being said, there's one itsy bitsy little thing that I have to say about Capcom, and this pertains to one franchise that I just want to get this out of the way. But Capcom, I have a question for you. Where the fuck is Onimusha? Okay, don't get me wrong now. I mean, you know, I love Devil May Cry, I love, you know, Dino Crisis, and I love these other games that came out for Capcom that were very obscure titles. I mean, I'm not going to say Devil May Cry is an obscure title because it's a very popular title. Games like Dino Crisis and Clock Tower and those type of games, it's obscure to a lot of fans. But one game that I feel that's very, very obscure and doesn't give any notoriety or doesn't give any notice of is Onimusha. Now, I think this was last year or the year before, but I heard there was a rumor that they're going to do a Onimusha HD collection. I heard that correctly, or I read that correctly. They were going to do an Onimusha HD collection. Now, where is it? This is funny because 2017 is about to end, right? In a few days, 2 days, a day, so. And Happy New Year, by the way. If you guys don't see this video, Happy New Year, because I may do another video. I don't know. But anyways, in all seriousness, Onimusha HD collection. Where is it? You know, we're about to be in 2018, and they have not mentioned anything about Onimusha. Like, listen, man. Let me tell you something about this game. Let me tell you something. A little backstory about Onimusha. Okay, so Onimusha Onimusha Warlords came out in 2000, I believe in 2001, or early 2002. I went to a friend's house back in the days when the game was released. He actually rented it at a video store. When I saw this game, alright, I was going insane. Just going insane how amazing that game was. Okay, Onimusha Warlords. Okay, this game, the entire game, the stratosphere of that game took me away because, well, first of all, it's feudal Japan. You know, feudal Japan is fucking badass. Okay, feudal Japan is fucking badass. I love the history and the historical essence of that era. I just love it. I love the feudal era of Japan. I just love it. It's my favorite era. My favorite, like, when it comes to world history, I love feudal Japan. It's like the most interesting things that happen there. There's so the culture and the Renaissance and the people who were influenced in that era. It was awesome, and I was in love in that game. In love with that game because you have this badass freaking samurai named Samanosuke Akechi. Badass samurai. I'm talking about this guy is slaying like all the Oda the Oda army, if I can say that correctly, the Nobunaga Oda army. I'm talking this boy slaying all over these motherfuckers left and right. Let me tell you. And the big game begins. And Nobunaga Oda is seeking revenge. He wants to kill, avenge Samanosuke from his death, and he resurrected from the Genma and shit like that. You know what happens. Some of the Onimusha fans out there happen, but anyway, Onimusha, it was a badass game. The weapons were badass. The fucking gauntlet was badass. The fucking power-ups are badass. When you enhance the only gauntlet, the swords, the weapons, and the equipment, you equip your armor. Game was badass. Genmas were badass. The Dark Gate, I think it was called Dark Gate, where you go to like a sequence of like levels that you go face different types of Genma. It's amazing how that game was, and man, nobody like paid attention to that game, and it's sad. It's freaking sad. It's a hidden gem, and Capcom, I'm glad that they did other sequels. Onimusha 3, my favorite when it comes to storytelling. I'm sorry, that has the best story. I feel that Onimusha 4 or Onimusha Dawn of Dreams had the best gameplay in my opinion, but Onimusha 3 had the better story out of all the four of them. Onimusha 1 is badass. I love Onimusha 1 for its, the character progression of that game, because Samanosuke's character progression is great. You have Kaede, and Nobunaga is a freaking badass, and Tokichiro, where I didn't know this, but Tokichiro was one of the main bad guys in Onimusha Dawn of Dreams, which I didn't know that. I was like, whoa. Which is actually Hideyasu or Hideyoshi. Yeah, Hideyoshi. Hideyasu is Soki. But anyway, so Onimusha, like I said, I had perfect memories. I rented the games a bunch of times. I only have Onimusha 1, Onimusha Warlords, Onimusha 2, and Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. I only need Onimusha 3, which is funny because that's my favorite game and I don't have the games. Weird. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, damn it, man, Onimusha, like, Capcom, please, for the love of Jesus, make an Onimusha HD collection already. It's not hard to do, You're Capcom. You're freaking Capcom. I don't know if you're a billion-dollar company still, but you're a huge entity in the gaming industry, and you guys are not announcing Onimusha HD collection at all, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised how crazy it is, and the fans out there, the outcry of fans that wants this damn game, and I'm one of them. I want Onimusha HD collection. Damn it! I swear, if they announce this game, I want to get that game day freaking one for PS4. Dude, it's like the amount of like of love that I have for that game. It's amazing. Like, it's great, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Street Fighter. I love Mega Man. I love those games. They're freaking amazing. Resident Evil was badass. But Onimusha is just that one game that I adore. I don't know for some reason why. That's the game that I love for Capcom more than any other game. I don't know why. I love Street Fighter. I love the franchise to death. I grew up with Street Fighter. I grew up with Mega Man. I grew up with other types of Capcom games. You know, Super Ghouls and Ghosts and games like that. You know what I mean? You know, I never played Breath of Fire, so I should start doing a couple of games on Breath of Fire. I heard it was a badass RPG for the Super Nintendo. But anyway, so yeah, man. Onimusha, man. That game is, it's one of those games that I really want to be announced. I swear, if they announced it in 2018, I'm gonna flip my shit, man. Okay? It's Capcom. Please, do what you gotta do. Please, for the love of God, announce this game. 2018. This is your year, Capcom. This is your year. You're bringing some heavy hitters on for your games. I'm talking about Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, Street Fighter 5 AE. You have freaking Mega Man 11. You got Mega Man X Collection, HD Collection. Don't forget the HD. And you got Monster Hunter World, and maybe some other plethora of Capcom goodies coming out in 2018. So a lot of things is popping. Let me tell you, a lot of things is popping. So get ready, guys. Brace yourselves. This is going to be a bumpy ride for 2018. A really, really good Capcom bumpy ride. But for sure, Capcom, please, I implore you, announce Onimusha HD Collection. You guys could do it. You guys are Capcom. What is the holdup? What is the excuse? What's going on? You guys are. What are you waiting for? The fans are going bananas. Okay, we want Onimusha HD Collection, Capcom. We want Onimusha HD Collection. You hear us? Onimusha HD Collection. So there you go. This has been the Dookie 5550 signing out. Have a happy New Year. Be safe. Have a awesome 2018. I know I am. I know it's gonna be a kick-ass year 2018. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.